Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week our corgis had full-blown makeovers. They got groomed, they got their teeth cleaned, which is a big process. And it just got me thinking about this show that I used to watch when I was younger called Extreme Makeover. And it's not the Extreme Makeover Home Edition. That one got super popular. This was the original, like OG Extreme Makeover. And it's this show where they brought all these experts together, plastic surgery, dentists, orthodontics, fashion experts, all these experts together to help people improve their looks essentially. And so after the corgi makeover this week, it just got me thinking about it. And so I went back and I watched an episode and I was not disappointed. So I thought I would go through it with you guys and commentate on it as we go. So I hope you enjoy.
I would just love to be able to look at myself and see a whole different person.
Micah longs to escape her small town, sheltered world.
You're better than any boy I've ever met.
A childhood accident shattered her looks and life.
I fell and broke the jawbone up here.
So you can tell already this is going to be kind of like a Cinderella story in the making. And I want to be clear, I think plastic surgery is super cool. I think the way, if it makes somebody feel confident and love their body even more by getting that done, total fan of that. I think that is so cool. I just didn't realize how much this show is just like a freaking roast on the people that are on it. Like we'll see a bit more, but yeah, so I want to be clear, like I'm not making fun of Micah and her journey or the idea of enhancing yourself. It's just like the people that they, like her family and the people they involved to get her there. It's just like a freaking roast on Comedy Central. It's pretty it's pretty baffling, so you'll see what I mean.
This is Micah Snotterly.
Okay, stop. Their last name is not Snotterly. Like, that just makes it at least 100 times worse. Like, you wouldn't change your name. Like, I don't know that I would want to be part of the Snotterly family tree. Like, you couldn't shorten it. Like, you wouldn't shorten it to just like Snot, but like, I don't know. I feel like there's more options.
And when I meet new people, I'd like to put this bag or hide behind a box.
Indeed.
One of the things I love most about, I think, this whole episode is the narrator to this. Like, I don't know who they hired to do this, but it's like he like responds back to the people as if they were talking to him. Like,
Indeed. Micah grew up a normal, pretty child with a beautiful family.
One of my brothers, he's a model.
And a bright future. But then a freak accident changed everything.
I was about 7 years old. I fell and hit the nightstand and my front teeth came out. The doctor didn't realize it was actually broke, the jaw, because he didn't do x-rays, but the bones inside grew crooked. So that's when I really developed the overbite, the teeth right here.
so I just want to know, like, if her jaw is broken and it hasn't ever been repaired, what orthodontist was like, yeah, let's put some braces on. Like, that should fix it. That should do the trick. Like, poor girl, she's already like self-conscious about, you know, her broken jaw. Why would they give her braces? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like an orthodontic expert, but with something major like that, at least when we go on more in the show, they had to do like a major surgery to repair that. Like, why would they do braces? Like, I don't know. If you're an orthodontist, comment. Could braces help something like that, given enough time?
I would just love to be able to look at myself and see a whole different person, to where I'd be able to smile and look normal.
I'm afraid people perceive her as being, I guess, I don't know any other way to put this, as a freak.
What the heck? That's her mom. Really? She didn't know like any other way to put that? Like,
I guess, I don't know any other way to put this, as a freak.
I'm worried that my kid will, I don't know how else to say this, but she'll be perceived as like a freaking lunatic freak. There wasn't a better way to say it. That's what I mean though. This is just like a freaking roast of of poor Micah. Oh my gosh, the mom. Can you imagine saying that about your kid? I don't know how else to say it, but I think people are gonna think that she's a freak. I think she's a freak.
I've been made fun of from elementary all the way to high school.
Not only did students make fun of Micah, but there was a teacher that actually made her stand up in front of a group of 60 kids and told them that they didn't want to be like Micah.
What the heck? This girl's been like getting roasted her whole life. I feel so bad. Like the teacher made her stand up, and like, what did she do to make the teacher do that? Or what compelled the teacher to do that? To have like a kid stand up in a classroom and be like, okay, other kids, like, don't be like Micah. I wonder what the context was of that. Well, maybe some of her other family members are a bit more supportive than like her mom and dad so far.
She basically stays at the house and keeps herself busy here.
Making me like a happy little tree.
She's always been kind of a loner. I think it's sad.
Well, I mean, at least he was a little more like you could tell he was a little more authentic, or like actually did feel bad. Was that the model? I don't know if that was the model brother or not.
One of my brothers, he's a model.
I love when it's like they paint like the really sad story, and then it's like, okay, cue the upbeat music now. And it's like, okay, time to shift moods now.
Micah dreams of escaping her sheltered world.
I watched the movie My Fair Lady, and I want to be able to speak better.
So this is important to take note of now, because this is the first time she's mentioning My Fair Lady and like, oh, I want to be like My Fair Lady. I swear, anytime now moving forward, they incorporate this My Fair Lady reference into the entire episode. So we'll do a count. I'll put a count up to see how many times they say it. But I just wanted to call it out that this is the first time, the first of many. Like they start getting pretty creative with how they incorporate it in. So yeah, this is where it starts. It's probably like she just made like an offhand comment, not really thinking that it was gonna go anywhere. Like, oh yeah, like I'd like to be, you know, like My Fair Lady. And then the producers like grabbed a hold of that comment, and that's like all they use this whole episode. You'll see what I mean.
Micah doesn't realize it, but she's about to be transported to places and possibilities she's only dreamt about.
Once more, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Tennessee Valley Fair in Knoxville. And because this is a fair, it seems only fair that we choose a My Fair family.
All right, let's see what they did there. This is just the start, you guys. You just wait. Ugh.
Is there a snotterly family in the crowd?
Right here?
Please come down. Now, in this family, who's Micah?
In this family, who is the ugliest, most untalented person in your family? Anybody? Like, I don't know. I just can't help but like, that's like what they're doing, like singling her out. I just don't like that. Oh, and how does this work? Like, so I put myself in this situation as her, and it's like I have this whole camera crew like following me around. Like, does she already know she's been selected and she just like acts like she's surprised? Or like, do they say, oh yeah, we're here recording for the fair or something, like to trick them? Like, how does that work? Because she genuinely looks surprised when she finds out, but like, how does that work?
You are going to be transformed into the fairest lady of them all. You just been chosen for an extreme makeover.
look at his face. Like, I know this is gonna be life-changing for her, but I just can't help but feel like, I don't know, like he's way too excited about this. Like, I don't know.
She is getting her opportunity to be normal.
Like even that, like she's getting her opportunity to be normal and not a freak anymore, because she's a freak. So at this point, Micah goes and she stays at this really beautiful mansion in Beverly Hills, perfect for any fair lady. Does that count? I said it. We'll count that one. So we start to meet some of the experts. We meet this guy.
I feel in some ways like I am Henry Higgins teaching Eliza Doolittle how to become my fair lady.
Okay, another one there. You guys caught that one, right? It was subtle. He dropped it in very subtly, but I've already lost count now, but I'll put it here. So this guy, he's pretty nice. Like he's just kind of showing her the ropes, like made kind of a cute comparison. But then this woman comes into the scene.
Instructor.
Oh, hello.
I think our biggest challenge is going to be her confidence. Her confidence has got to shoot.
Okay, so she's like an etiquette coach, image and etiquette consultant, dining posture and interview skills coach, instructor for 15 years. So when I first saw this, I was like, this sounds pretty legit. Like maybe she's gonna come in and kind of talk about, you know, beauty from within, and having confidence isn't just about the outward appearance or what we do and say. But instead it was kind of more like this.
Take your shoulders, bring them all the way up to your ears, and all the way back, and all the way down. Tail, take it all the way out. Micah is very nervous. She's not graceful, but we can change that.
It's like, okay, maybe like posture, like, okay, again, I can kind of get behind that. Like how you present yourself often determines kind of how you see yourself, how other people see yourself as well. And, you know, grace, I guess, is also kind of like part of that grace poise. Like, all right, I'm okay with that.
I can't do this.
You can do it. I anticipated that it was going to be pretty bad, and it was just a little bit worse than I thought it was going to be. But if we work together over and over again, she'll get it.
So this etiquette lady's even freaking roasting her. Like, I mean, I thought it was gonna be bad, but it was way worse. Like when I saw the name Snotterly come up, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna definitely be a tough case. But I didn't know what I was getting into until I saw her and her shuffling. It's like, it's just so like, especially from like an etiquette person, like, why would you say it like that? Like maybe you could say like, yeah, like, you know, there's definitely a lot to learn here, but I love Micah's positive attitude and willingness to learn. Like I'm excited to see where we go. Like something more positive. Like why did she have to say it like that? So now it's time for our next expert. We have our fashion guru, our super rude roasting etiquette lady. And then now this is the guy that's gonna fix Micah's jaw and help her, you know, improve her quality of life.
We have invited a world-famous jaw surgeon to join her extreme team.
Once we get her face back into normal proportions, give her a wonderful smile, she's just gonna have...
Okay, he by far got the coolest music for his intro. All the other ones like weren't too great. This one's good. This one's good.
What you need to do is literally separate your upper jaw from your skull. Once it's separated, we can bring it down and then place it in its new position and hold it there with some titanium plates and screws.
It'll actually come true where this is God.
A My Fair Lady transformation.
Another My Fair Lady transformation reference.
Take one French fry.
And social.
Bring it into your mouth straight in, okay? Not at the sides.
Okay, I had like little respect for this etiquette lady just within the first like scene that we saw her. But now I have like zero respect. Like she's making her eat a French fry with a fork. Like, what the heck? Like even if it was a nice dinner, If the other person across from me is eating French fries with a fork, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm sitting across from a psycho serial killer. Like, who eats French fries with a fork? Like, there's so many other foods where like eating with a fork is more like appropriate or reasonable. Like, why would it be French fries? Like, no, just use your hands, girl. Like, it's a French fry.
A My Fair Lady transformation.
I would love to do an anti-etiquette course on this lady. And I would be like, she would be like, you know, super proper, trying to like eat French fries with a fork. And I would be like, okay, well, the first step we have to do is, you know, put your fork down and we're gonna use these bad boys. I know, but we want you to be more normal. Like, I would love if instead of a show like this, they got like these like therapist guru people in to really dissect the issues of like all of the experts. Now that's a show I would watch. That's a show I would produce. ABC, give me a call. I have a good idea on a next show.
When somebody is criticizing you for something that you have been grown up doing, it makes you feel kind of awkward.
I think I have to just stand over her and say, okay, this is how it goes. And I actually hold her hands and do that. I think that she kind of needs that because it's so unfamiliar to her.
Are you kidding me? She's not like a child. She's a 30-year-old woman and you're like standing over her, like cutting for her. Oh my gosh. Oh, that bothers me so much. I think what bothers me about it is like, I don't know, different people do things differently and that's okay. It's okay that people are different. And I don't know, the thought of like having somebody else literally like cutting with her, that's just weird. That's weird.
Number one, think before you speak. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Maybe she should take her own advice. Like, think what you say, think about what you say what you mean. I mean, I guess she says what she means, but it's like, I don't know, 15 years. I don't think this lady has been an etiquette expert for 15 years.
And Micah does say exactly what she means.
Sorry.
What?
Your stomach is growing.
That's incredibly rude to say that. I know my stomach's growling, but you're not supposed to point it out.
So that's the thing that's rude, is calling out her stomach growling, but like cutting directly like above somebody else, like that's totally cool.
Micah's very intricate surgery begins.
So we're making our incision now into the upper lip, right down to her upper jawbone. There, we've actually separated the upper jaw from the skull.
Dr. Silligy holds Micah's jaw entirely in the palm of his hand.
We're now wiring her jaws together.
Okay, hands down, the best transition of the whole show. I so want to make like all of my transitions like that now.
Entirely in the palm of his hand.
We're now wiring her jaws together. Micah, open your eyes, honey. Are you feeling any pain?
Surprise, they turned her into a Spartan. She's now a Spartan warrior.
Hey, Micah.
Micah gets a first peek at her new face, though her jaw is still wired shut.
How you doing? Not too good, huh? Have you been able to eat and drink? No? How would you like to take a look and see how things look?
For most patients, bandages off is a thrilling moment.
Here we go, honey. What do you think?
But the lady Micah beholds is not very fair.
Okay, another reference there. But like, do you think, I mean, maybe they did it off screen, but they didn't tell her like, hey, like, you're gonna be really swollen. It's not really gonna be how it's gonna kind of settle. Like, you just gotta give it some time. He's just standing there with the mirror like, what do you think? Final product, yay or nay? Like, of course she's gonna be like disappointed. Maybe they did tell her, but like, the way he said it, he's like,
what do you think?
oh.
Micah's depression has worsened.
I saw her come in last night. She was, she just wanted to get to bed and lay down, leave me alone. just worried about her. You know, she needs to eat and keep her strength up.
Yeah, I wonder why her depression is like so severe right now. She's had all of her family roast her and say how ugly she is and be so excited that she's gonna finally be normal and not a freak. She's had freaking etiquette crazy people teaching her how to eat French fries with a fork. And then this guy coming in and, you know, fixing her job at not being, but not telling her like it's gonna be rough for a while. Like, I wonder what could be contributing to her depression. Weird.
Micah!
Dr. Silligy intervenes.
How's it going? I think Micah's really going through an emotional experience right now. She has the real typical, should I have gone through with this? Is it all worthwhile? We gotta have a little talk. I know you're upset. I know you're away from home. I know this is a hard procedure, okay? But it's time for you to start cleaning yourself up. I need you to drink. I need you to eat, okay? Lying here in the bed feeling sorry for yourself isn't gonna do you any good.
All right, time for another expert to be thrown in the mix.
Well, look, I'm going to transform her voice. You have no idea what this woman is going to sound like. She has no idea. What I want you to do is slow it.
This is very important to me to learn how to speak appropriately. Stays.
Not stays. Where are you from?
Great, I forgot we haven't roasted her about her accent yet, so I'm glad they brought an expert on to do that.
If I learn how to sound authoritative, I think it's going to help my life out a lot.
Ta-da! Beautiful. I'm really impressed with how well you did for your first lesson.
Wait, I'm so confused. Why did he have a piano there? Like, I think they were just doing voice lessons, not like singing voice lessons, but I like that's how he ended it, like. All right, another expert in the mix. I actually like this guy. He's like the only kind of like seemingly normal expert that they have on, in my opinion.
Hello, Dr. Robert Maloney. Without her glasses, Micah is truly blind, and regular LASIK surgery just can't help her. Micah, I've got great news for you. You are a candidate for the implantable contact lens.
Gosh, I can see.
You're not blurred?
I'm not blurry at all. Oh my gosh, I can see.
Let's check your vision. I'm going to go for 20/20 vision. See if you can read that.
APEOTF?
Micah, you are seeing 20/20. You went from being as legally blind as anybody gets to 20/20 in less than a day.
Holy cow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. I'm so happy to do this for you.
Like, he was so nice and normal compared to everybody else. Everybody else was just so weird and just like being mean to her in like weird ways. And he was like, I feel like the only doctor who just was like kind and like helpful, helped her to see without roasting her. I like him. I like him a lot. So then they go to New York City, fashion capital. Is it the fashion capital of the world? I don't know. I know they have a lot of fashion there. So of course that can only mean one thing, another expert.
I chose Bengal because it has the best of the best and it's very fashion forward.
Interesting first choice. This outfit kind of okay, this is where I'm gonna roast the expert. This isn't Micah's fault at all. But like this outfit looks like a cross between Austin Powers and Father of the Bride when he tries on the suit that's like way too tight for him. Like, what the heck is this? Like, did he think she was looking for a Halloween costume to be a professor? It's definitely fashion forward in that I can't foresee anybody in the near or far future wearing this, so I guess that's true.
And it's very fashion forward.
Since she's becoming a star, a meeting with one of New York's brightest stars.
Hi, Regis Philbin.
I love you.
That's it! That's what I want to hear. That's the best etiquette.
Here's to new friendships.
Well, Micah, you know what I'd like? I'd like a little kiss.
Okay.
Right here on the cheek, okay?
Okay.
What the heck was that? Like, again, poor Micah. She's like, oh, here's to new friendships, like being nice. And he's like, well, Micah, I would love a kiss on the cheek. Like, ew, who does that? Like, Sorry, R.I.P. Regis Philbin, but like, ew, that was weird. That wasn't cool. She's definitely earning this makeover. Like, people just roasting her all the time, giving her unwarranted and unwanted kisses. Like, is it worth it? Like, oh gosh. Ugh.
To bring an even brighter smile to Micah's face, another member of her extreme team.
Hi, Micah and Dr. Dorfman. How are you? Micah couldn't even close her mouth. What?
So this other expert, he's again another kind of normal guy. Like, he's pretty nice. He doesn't roast her. I like him. We'll put him in the okay category.
Let's get the braces off, whiten your teeth up, then we'll reevaluate.
Goodbye, braces.
Here we go.
Braces are gone, my overbody's gone, and now I'm ready just to walk out the door and just smile for the whole world to see me.
Micah's ready for final touches.
So they kind of do last minute touches for her big reveal, hair, makeup, kind of get her all dolled up and ready. And then she gets to reunite with all of the people who roasted her and said what a horrible, how horrible she looked before. So that was a special moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness a miracle. The miracle of Micah.
I've always wanted to walk on the red carpet, and tonight is my night.
My fair lady is now your fair lady.
They thought, they were just like, where's Micah? Oh my God, that is Micah.
She looked at me and smiled. And I thought, that's a miracle.
She looks so beautiful. Like, I'm so happy for her, and it's neat that she was able to have like all of that stuff done for her. But then like her dad to be like, she smiled at me and it was a miracle. I don't know, it's just, she was beautiful before, you know, maybe not like in the traditional sense of like in comparison to models and magazines and stuff, but she's had such a good heart this whole time, and I just feel like people abused it. Like, I didn't like that. And it's nice that her outward appearance is maybe matching a little bit more of her like inner beauty, but I don't know. I just don't like when people place so much focus on that, and I don't know.
A masterpiece.
My fair lady, would you like to dance?
Brought to life.
This was an amazing party. This is like a birthday to me because it's a birth to a new life.
So yeah, I understand why this show was canceled and why it's really hard to find episodes anywhere. It's pretty twisted, but some valuable lessons we took out of it. One, it's okay to completely roast and make fun of people if you think that they're really ugly. That's totally fine in that case. Two, always eat French fries with a fork. That's the polite and right thing to do. And three, there's a fair lady in all of us, and sometimes we just have to let her out. So I'll leave that as the last reference. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good one, guys.